That new car smell that you know and love is actually just harmful chemicals called volatile compounds, which get released from all the new parts in the car. This Lamborghini Countach kit car is 40 years old. We're in the middle of giving it that red 40 special. For those of you catching up, I'm installing vinyl wrap, which looks like Alcantara leather, but it's designed for the inside of your car, and at 20 bucks a roll, you can completely change the inside color of your car. This is not an advertisement, but I wish it was. I removed the bezels around the radio and slid it back out so I could have better access to this area. I measured once and now we're cutting a second time because we want about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch extra that we'll be using a rusty spatula to dig into the edges. Once I've got it flat Stanley, we can go around and start pushing it down. This material once again is super forgiving and it's very elastic, so it's very easy to put on. And on a difficulty level from 1 to a water park wristband, I'd say it's a 1.67. Now that I'm buttoning up the main center console area, it's time to move on to nothing. I eyeballed the situation and only bought 2 rolls to cover the entire interior. Then I was shredding the gnar 11 hours away from the office, getting some much needed rest and relaxation. My condolences if you've been at the edge of your seat for 4 days. I've got 3 hot rolls of red 40 and a lot more real estate to cover. Starting with the door cards, these are pretty easy to remove. You just start yanking on it until something breaks loose. My main concern with wrapping the door cards was not losing that diagonal stitching, but if I had to choose between tan door cards with a red interior or no stitching, I would choose none of the above. Once again, I'm just rolling out the material and then cutting as needed. I learned my lesson on the center console in the last video, so I'm no longer peeling it back before it's making contact, just to make sure nothing gets wrinkly. Once again, a very easy job, and if you have opposable thumbs and a pulse, you could probably do this too. Once I pressed it down, you can see that material formed very nicely to the stitching. My backup plan was to take a Sharpie and just put on fake stitching, but we can stick with plan A. Now we just rinse and repeat. I think the door cards turned out very nicely. And again, you really don't have to pull out the door cards like I did, but I'm no contortionist, and trying to do all that with these Lamborghini Countach doors is not on my bingo card. Here we are after all that. It's starting to piece together really nicely. If you don't like the red just yet, you will. And don't forget, this is not permanent. A lot of people suggested to paint the seats red. I will not be the master of that disaster. I have to pick and choose my controversies, but if I painted these tan leather seats, I'd have to move to an island with a volleyball. I loosely threw on this red curtain I had just to make sure I wanted to add red seats, and I do. I went ahead and ordered some seat covers, so those should be coming in tomorrow. Hopefully there's only 18 more parts of this series. Thank you for watching. Pimp My Ride.